On to you, Aquarius. You have the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and you have the Star card. So Star card is Aquarius. So you showed up in your own reading, right? So the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Cups, it speaks to how it is that a lot of you Aquarius, you have to learn to ultimately get with people that like you. Okay? And I'm not saying that you Aquarius are not getting with people who don't like you. What I'm saying, or you're terrible at picking in particular. What I'm saying is that a lot of you Aquarius need to learn to get with people that like you as well, right? It's not about individuals that you know you feel like you stuck and that the people that you want don't want you, right? But it really is more so about who likes you as well, right? Who you like, and if they like you right back, which makes a wonderful relationship. Then that means that relationship doesn't have that stupid dynamic of one person has to play hard to get while the other person is doing all the chasing. So the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Cups speaks to how a person needs to be a person who's going to be in your life. They have to show you value immediately, right? Just like you're showing them value immediately. When the two of y'all exchange numbers, you decide to text them or they text you, right? All of that is value. All of that is I'm showing you that I'm interested, right? Set something up, go hang out. Does the person show up to the date? Are they okay with something free? If y'all go out to eat and all of that, right? Understand that eating or sipping on something, if you know what I mean, if you're going out to sip on something, means that you're not going to go ahead and immediately look to smash, because you're not going to smash with all this food in your stomach. You're not going to smash with all this liquids, fun juice in your stomach, if you know what I mean. You're not going to do all of that. Why? That ain't a good look. So if that's not what it is that you're looking for immediately, right? Because you're not necessarily trying to smash immediately. The person should be showing you something on the first date. They should pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should help you pay. I'm not saying that they should pay you 100%. Well, not pay you, but like pay 100% of the date. But they should most definitely pay 50%, because physical fun time is automatically taken off of the list, considering the fact that the two of y'all are going out for fun juice or food. So, right? So that's only fair. So pay attention to the value that other people are bringing, right? It's not always about you liking someone else, even though it is, but it's also about the return on your investment. Are they returning this same kind of quality feelings for you, right? Are you getting it? The Star card now represents this is what it is that you want. So this kind of reciprocal relationship is one of your lifelong goals, actually. It's actually to find this type of relationship where you don't just only like this person. Yes, you like them, but they also like you back. And then now the Four of Swords is about, but let me know if I'm reading your life story. But this shows me that you've had things a little bit kind of difficult because of the fact that you, Aquarius, again, y'all are probably in the top 4% of intelligence on Earth. So a lot of other people not really going to be as bright as you are. They're going to really single you out because of the fact that they're not as bright as you. So the Four of Swords is about how you don't really fit in that sense. You Aquarius come in with value, and they're coming in to try to use you, because they don't really, they're incompetent, right? So because of the fact that those people that you've met in the past are incompetent, they have to take advantage of you because they don't bring anything. That's why I've been saying, whenever it is that you have people trying to get you to chase up on, this is why it is I say I don't chase. And I've been saying this a lot of times, right? This is why chasing is a no-no, because when someone is trying to get you to chase up on after them, that is the relationship. The relationship consists of that. You're already in a relationship with them. That's what the relationship is about. You're not aware that you're in a relationship with them, but they know that that's what the relationship consists of. The relationship just consists of you chasing up on after them and trying to give them everything that they want, and you give them money, because they do the same thing to the person that they do verbally say that they're in a relationship with, quote unquote. They do the same thing. So you're literally in a relationship with dysfunctional, delusional people. They just don't let that be known to you that you're already in a. That's why it is that they get so jealous when they see you talking to somebody. That's why they get so jealous when they see you talking to somebody else, because to them, we together. But this is what I'm saying. You don't know the game, so you as Aquarius thinking to yourself, you don't get it. You don't get it. You don't understand what exactly is going on here, right? So the Four of Swords now represents how. So you have to, like I said before, you have to embrace not fitting in. You have to embrace also letting go of some idiots, to put it nicely, because they're going to give you a headache. They're going to give you a hard time, right? And a lot of the stuff that they do is going to be confusing. What the cards are saying and what I am saying as well, because we're usually in agreement with one another, is the relationship needs to be defined, right? Like if it's this is what I'm trying to say. If it's confusing, that's a problem, because the confusion, you're not, unless you're experienced in this type of stupid stuff, the confusion is gonna confuse you, right? The unclear things, the things that are not necessarily talked about, is gonna confuse you, and that confusion is gonna have you go crazy. You're gonna be thinking to yourself as Aquarius, like, okay, you in this relationship with this, or you think, right? Start there. But you don't know what's going on. No, what you need is a roadmap. Okay? You need a map. All right? You need to understand how to understand this stuff. And how you do it, the best and the most simplest way to do that is to just be with someone that is much more simple. That's the best answer. Trying to navigate your way through this maze, you can do it in certain levels, but you can't really do it long term. The longer you stay in this maze with a dysfunctional person is the more confused the relationship actually becomes. So that's part of the problem. It's like again, it's like going into the labyrinth, right? In Roman mythology, it's like going into the labyrinth, right? With the Minotaur and all of that, right? The bull person, right? The Minotaur and all of that. And you going through this maze, and the more you go through the maze, is the more dangerous it becomes. That's in essence what a confusing relationship is like. It's like you can't, like, if you know what it is that you're doing, you have a roadmap. Like I have a roadmap to understand this stuff. That's why it is I'm telling you what's happening here. When you see this type of stuff, the people who try to get you to chase up on after them, you already are in a relationship with them. They just haven't alerted you of it, and they're just not doing the things that people in functional relationships do, because they're dysfunctional. So that's what the relationship consists of, you chasing up on after them. And there's been many studies like this that's been done where, you know, people who try to get, you know, people who play hard to get, when the person finally got the person, there was nothing, the person didn't do anything, the person just had them do the same thing that they were already doing when they were chasing them. So that is the relationship. That's what the relationship consists of. But I'm trying to say here is, with all of that, what I'm trying to say is that the most simplistic things that you, Aquarius, can do to shorten up this problem and shorten up this learning curve, right, is to simply go with a person that is plain Joe or plain Jane, right? Like I've been talking about, plain Joe or plain Jane. Boring is what most people call that person. Boring. Simple, straight in your face, straight-laced, has a backbone. Yes, all of that, has a backbone, isn't a wimp, but straight-laced. You know, street smart, straight-laced though. Stays out of handcuffs, working their way through a debt, maybe not in debt, responsible about theirs thing, you know what I'm saying? Not a criminal, not ripping and running around doing a bunch of stupid stuff. They like things to make sense, you know, stuff like that. That's the best type of person to actually be in a relationship with, because the 10 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles, this is the type of relationship that you will have a reciprocal experience in, where you can tell them that you care about them and they'll tell you right back that they care about you. They'll show you that they care about you. Just like you show them that you care about them, they'll show you that they care about you too. And they'll let you know that they care about you. Remember, plain Janes, plain Joes, nothing too fancy, okay? This is the reason why it is that they call decent people corny. They call us basic. They call us lame, right? We're basic. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with being called basic. I'm cool, like Michael B. Jordan being called, who's an Aquarius, being called corny and all that. Well, both Michael Jordans are Aquarius, but being called corny and all that, I'm cool with that, because I ain't got to deal with all that drama. You know, I like my money in my pocket. I don't want to have to hear that my romantic partner got into a hair tugging contest with another individual, right? And they scratching each other's face up or whatever, right? And then the next thing you know, they have to be bailed out. I'm getting a call in the middle of the night from my party, my party animal significant other, and you know, the police officers telling me about how such and such is in the hoosgow, and now I'm in a situation where the bail is $500, and I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta go into my savings or whatever or what have you, and then bail the person. Like I don't calling themselves interesting and excited. I'm cool off that. I'm boring. I'm cool off that. I'll be boring. I like my money in my pocket. So the Knight of Swords now and the 7 of Cups, right? They're going to come to you like, because this is more so of like a preparation, where it's like giving you the answers to a lot of the questions that you have. Because a lot of you Aquarius are usually curious people. You want to know the answer to a lot of questions. Well, I'm giving you the answer, right? Or one of the answers, I should say. The Knight of Swords and the 7 of Cups, they do this to multiple people. You're not the first person that they've done it to. Now, is it that they're cheating on you? Could be. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're not cheating. Sometimes you're the only person that's around, but they just want you to think of them as cheating or being a cheater, to arouse some form of competition. That's what I gotta get you to think that I'm cheating to get you to compete and all of that, right? And this is what I mean when I say that it's you know, it's real goofy, because the King of Swords is about how well, this is you. The King of Swords is about how, so the answer to this is to not let the psychological games really get to you. And how you do that is by just staying patient and, like I said, separating yourself from them, creating that space, right? Space is the number one way. It's the first way to be able to break free from dysfunctional people, because a lot of you Aquarius are trying to figure it out, and like there's some people in your life right now that has kind of shown you some of these attributes that they have, whether it's family members, friends, romantic interests, and a lot of you Aquarius have been searching for an answer as to what specifically does this stuff mean, right? Like go down deeper, like actually go down in the rabbit hole deeper. What does this stuff mean? Sometimes these people don't be even cheating on you. A lot of times, so that's what I'm trying to say with this YouTube stuff too. Like a lot of times with this YouTube stuff, like YouTube, you know, relationship gurus will have you thinking, oh, you know, just how you paranoid, you know what I mean? Like have you thinking, oh, you know, you have to assume that this person's cheating on you. Stop assuming. Don't assume and learn the game. Don't stop assuming. You know what happens when we assume. We make a fool out of ourselves and the people around us. So to be honest with you, Aquarius, sometimes, you know, when you think that the person is cheating, sometimes they're not even cheating, honestly. Sometimes they want you to think of them as being cheating or cheating on you. That way because it's tugging on your ego. They trying to tug on your ego, like, oh, you know, if you Aquarius think of them as cheating, now you Aquarius are enticed to compete for this person because this person got other people chasing up on after them. So you Aquarius better do more than what the other people are doing. And that and see that only works when a person's ego is out of control. When you Aquarius learn to kind of quell that ego problem, they're gonna have a hard time with that piece of game, because when they come at you with it, right, when you think of them as cheating, you're just gonna ask them like, hey, you know, you cheating? And if you catch them cheating, then you're just gonna be like, it is what it is. Because the cheating, see, that's what I'm trying to say, regardless of whether or not the cheating or not, regardless of whether the person's cheating or not, if they with you, they're not even cheating. See, that's the crazy part. They're not even cheating with the person whom they're cheating on because they actually think that person is the better choice. They're cheating on that person, right? They're cheating on you because they want you to step your game up. It's all around the world in 80 days game. The things that you think is happening is not the actual effect of what it is that they're trying to achieve. What they show you outright, Aquarius, is not what it is that they're actually trying to achieve. It's the indirect stuff that they're trying to actually achieve. So if they cheat on you, they're not trying to get you to leave. They're trying to get you to compete. They're trying to show you, I'm not wrapped around your finger, and that, you know, in order for you to keep my attention, you have to do something that all of these other people can provide, but you have to do better than them. It's a stupid game. Because like I said, anyone whose ego is not entangled like that, where they've learned to kind of solve that problem of the ego, they're gonna be left hanging with the bag. They're gonna be left with the hole in the stink bag, because now it's like, dang, they cheat. They maybe they did cheat, or maybe this was just a ploy. But regardless of if they were actually cheating or if it was a ploy, they did that. And now they got to live with the fact that they messed around playing these games that they were not prepared to actually deal with the possibility of losing you, and now they did, because they spent so much time thinking that they have to outsmart you and figure up behind you. They figure this, figure that. So let's clarify the King of Swords. Right? So you have the Six of Swords, Knight of Cups, Three of Swords, then you have the Knight of Swords, and then you have the King of Pentacles. So to clarify the King of Swords, so like it is that I was talking about, the King of Swords and the Six of Swords and the Knight of Cups, don't engage when others want to pull any of that nonsense. Just don't engage with them, because again, a lot of this dating stuff is an ego game. It's about, you know, even hypergamy. Like I said before, hypergamy doesn't exist. It's just about challenging another person's ego. You're challenging another person's ego so that they can compete with you, or compete to get you. It's a competition, right? But when you actually pay attention to the substance of it, like, what are you doing? What is the purpose of this? It's stupid. You got to ignore the person in order to get the person to be enticed by you. Listen. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. If I got to ignore the person because the person doesn't know how to act, they ignoring me, that's not the person who I'm supposed to be with. Straight up. That ain't the kind of person I would want anyway. Because it makes no sense. You can't serve two masters. You got to figure it out. There's no way that I'm going to deal with all this baggage and confusion and be top performing. You know, even when and to kind of give you that kind of connection of what I'm talking about, because this has a point. It's kind of like when a lot of these professional athletes go through a divorce, and when they start to perform terribly. It's the fact that the baggage that they're dealing with is literally bringing down their performance. And this is the stupidity of it. You got a lot of people out here that want you, Aquarius, to perform and do and work miracles, while they're trying to pull your attention and your concentration in another area of dysfunction. Doesn't make any sense. So the Three of Swords now and the Knight of Swords is all about, the Three of Swords and the Knight of Swords is all about, and don't be afraid to travel, don't be afraid to leave. Anyone who acts like this, don't be afraid to leave them, ghost. Don't be afraid to cut them off without telling them that they're done. Really don't be afraid to exit out of their life, truly. And then you have the King of Pentacles, because you're valuable. You are the prize here. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Peace.